Hello all. Today I want to talk about Troma's War. This is a Troma film I saw back in the late 80s. This is the third Troma film I saw. I saw first Toxic Avenger, then I saw Nuke 'Em High, and then I saw Troma's War back in the late 80s. And after seeing those three films, I was like, wow, this company Troma is pretty good. They're kind of cheesy and off the wall and over the top stuff. Troma's War is about a plane crash that happens. The survivors end up on this island, and on this island just happens to be a base of terrorists, like Cuban terrorists or some shit, who are like planning to like take over America, like kill America, like with AIDS disease, because it's from the 80s. So it's up to the survivors of this plane crash to stop this invasion. And they're basically just like normal people, but they end up getting weapons. They'll kill one guy and get guns, and eventually, go after the whole base and stuff. And it's a good film. It's not as over the top as some of their other films, and it's definitely worth picking up if you're a Troma fan. There aren't as many horror elements as some of their other films. It's first and foremost an action film. It's like Troma's action movie. 'Cause, back in the 80s, everything, there was like Rambo and Missing in Action. A lot of action films. The 80s, late 80s was a big year for the action genre. So there's like stuff in this that like spoofs them, or maybe it was all intentional. I have no idea. Because there's like a classic scene where, there's the guy like in the middle of a field somewhere, and there's like 50 enemies shooting at him, and he kills them all without getting hit once, which I've seen in like serious action films. So it probably was intentional. Extras on this are pretty basic. There's like an introduction from Lloyd Kaufman. Most of them were pretty dumb, like the first interactive tour of Troma Studios, which I thought might be cool, but turned out to be like a computer-generated map of their studios. It's like they did it on a computer instead of having someone like walk through the building and film it. Whatever. There's behind-the-scenes stuff, interviews with actors, crew, blah blah blah. It's all pretty basic stuff. There's a director's commentary track. But, yeah, it's one of my favorite Troma films, definitely. It's not as over the top. It is in some parts, but it's not as corny as some of their other films. Anyone who knows about Troma, I've been wondering about something about Troma for years, and that's like, you always see on their boxes, there's like, Troma's War. And on the credits at the bottom, it's too small to read. I might be able to show it on the front. I just noticed it's on the front. Right by my finger here. I don't think it's going to work. But it's like Michael Hers and Lloyd Kaufman. Yeah, I've known about Lloyd Kaufman for years. Michael Hers' his name, though. It's like, he's always been with Troma, but you never see him. You never see interviews with Michael Hers. Is he like the silent partner? Because Lloyd Kaufman is always out there in your face, If anyone knows anything about Michael Hers, I'd like to know. I'd like to see a picture of him or an interview or something. Or he could just be the silent partner. Or maybe it's an in-joke with Troma and Michael Hers doesn't even really exist. So, yeah. Good movie. Definitely worth picking up, especially if you're a fan of Troma. Yeah, highly recommended from me. Thanks for watching.